Hey there, my name's Tom Crandall, and so over the last 4 weeks I've been doing a hill workout, and so started out doing 5 hill reps and worked my way up to right now I'm doing 11. And so over each week I try to sort of give some insight into what's going on with me as far as my progress and things like that. So today, ran around Town Lake. It was a 4-mile warm-up. Again, for me, warm-up is somewhere between 7 to 7:30 pace. And then once I start going below 7-minute pace, then it starts getting a little bit more beyond just a warm-up into an actual workout. So today was a beautiful morning. Temperatures were in the upper 50s, so it was perfect, crisp, cool weather for running. And so ran 4 miles. Last week I accidentally ran an extra mile prior to hitting the hills. And so this week on the hills, what I decided to do was I ran the first 5 and felt pretty good, but then I knew I had 6 more left that I had to do today. So what I did was I divided the hill into 4 sections. And so I'd start out at a moderate pace, and then every time I hit a new section on the hill, I would increase my pace. It was almost like I was shifting into another gear, and so that by the time I got to the top of the hill, I was pretty much going all out. And then I would turn around and do my recovery, going back down, and then do it all over again. And that worked out really well. It kept me motivated for the last 6 reps on the hill, and so I was pretty pumped. So after the workout, typically where I feel it the most, this is just me in general, I have pretty strong calves. I usually don't feel too much in my calves, but I do feel a lot in my upper quads, and so that's where the workout seems to be hitting me right now. I did take Monday off, and so I felt like I had a little bit more energy this week than I typically do. Normally I have a pretty hard 6 to 7 mile run on Mondays, and so since I didn't do that, I think my body recovered a little bit better for today. So the next hard workout for me is going to be Friday, and it's called the Bomb Run. And so that's usually a 7 to a 7.5 mile run, and it really pushes me. This past week or weekend, I did throw in a 9-miler, and it was a progressive run. So essentially what that means is as you each mile that you go, you start picking up the pace, going a little faster. And so that's basically what I did for the 9 miles. Here in Austin, we have this hill called South Congress, and so basically it's about 2 or 3 mile climb up this hill. It's not too steep, but it's a nice grade, and then coming back you have a 2 or 3 mile downhill on another street called First Street, and then it sort of levels out. And so that's what I did, and felt real good. And so I'm interested to see based on this hill workout how Friday goes. Hopefully people will show up. Last week they didn't, but hopefully they'll show up for this one. And I think I should do really well. I'm feeling pretty fit right now. Started out doing these hill workouts, just 5 reps 3 weeks ago, and so next week I'm going to be shooting for 13 reps, and so that will be my 5th week doing hill workouts, and then finish it off with a 15 or 16 rep hill session for the following week after that. And so just stay tuned, and if you have questions about hill training or anything like that, please don't hesitate to start commenting on these posts, because it's really helpful. You may have something that you find really helpful for you that if you comment, I can add it to articles. I can also respond back and say, yeah, that's a great idea. Or if you have issues that you're finding when running, just let us know. One of the things that I have found that when you're climbing hills, it does put a lot of stress on your arch. And so basically, for those who have plantar fasciitis, just sort of watch out when you're doing hill training, because you might have sore heels. I noticed I've had plantar fasciitis in the past, and I noticed my heels were a little bit more tender this past week than they typically are. And so that's just something to think about. And also, when you are doing hills, just make sure you have good shoes. And when you're doing your recovery going back down the hill, just be careful. It's a lot more stress on your body when you're running down than when you're running up. Just because you're extending your stride. A lot of times you're doing heel toe. Just because of the way the hills are. I typically am a 4-foot runner, but I do notice that when I'm running down hills, I rely more on a heel landing versus a 4-foot landing. So those are things to keep aware of. But anyway, I'm done. I'm pretty pumped. I got past 11. I also felt like I had at least 1 or 2 more reps in me today, which is amazing. So that means I'm getting in better shape. After the hill workout, the next plan is to do track. So I've worked the last 6 weeks on my strength, and so then I'm going to start working on speed. And somewhere in here, I think I'm going to throw in a 5K race. And I'm 50. So that means I'm in a pretty good age bracket. At least I think I should be able to, in my opinion, I think I should be able to win my age bracket. But we'll just have to see who shows up. Typically, I think I should be able to run under 18 minutes, depending on the course. Maybe I get lucky and do 17:20, 17:30. If all my training's going well, I should be pretty fast and pretty motivated to really crush it on the course. So anyway, thank you for watching, and please subscribe to the video, because it helps us talk to manufacturers again. And if we can get stuff from manufacturers, we can present it and do product reviews for you guys, so that some of the things that maybe you're interested in. We'll have a review on that. And lastly, if you have a product that you want us to review, let us know, and we'll see if we can contact the manufacturer to see if they can send us something so that we can review it. So anyway, thank you so much, and have a wonderful, wonderful week.